certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures all laid out as we struck with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do, or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead, and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. Power line from a gurgling cattle, fearing rainbow, violent murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see one evening as the sun went down and our cooking coals were glowing, down the path came a party hiking. And they said, folks, we're all going. We're yearning for a portal far away in a tavern full of shouting. So join us, friends, and let's descend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain. There run dungeons hot and cold, where the monsters surge and pushes, and the youngest runes are old, where the mimics all lie waiting, and the goblin werebats roost, all the wisps and wasps and the mezzo lost, the hidden pit where we'll all plummet deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, all our blades will sing like choirs, as our arrows strike like drum beats, and our green flame pops and pyres. Our barbarian will stomp a brood as the rogues dance shadow play. Oh, we're sworn to go at a great tempo. We'll chant our spells as we now delve deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, you'll always find new gear, and your old mundane accoutrement can be handed down, don't fear. The magic items you'll attune and the artifacts you'll find. There's armor with gems and weird potions, and a propeller hat that lets you ascend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, the mad wizard stood gates, so folks can open portals. He left clues to activate. He has a thing for puzzles, and he likes to throw his voice. We're going to delve to where he dwells, to the lowest tower, to seek his power deep into Under Mountain. I'll see you there, the lowest lair, deep into Under Mountain.
Summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how it gets so late. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your Let your mind float downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream.
Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and tonight y'all are my live streaming audience! Welcome, one and all. We had some last-minute internet issues. We were down to the wire on. I had to switch to the cellular fallback. So, yeah, I'm gonna yell at my ISP later. If I yell at them now, then I can't be streaming, because a lot of the questions they ask are like, "Could you verify your phone number? Can you verify your credit card?" And I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't do that during the stream. So we're on cellular fallback. Which, if you have not noticed the people who tip during the streams, that is one of the things that I have done with that money, is buy the cellular wireless fallback hockey puck thing. So thank you to everyone who has tipped. You are always welcome to tip via paypal.me/JoeHills, because I'm seriously thinking I might have to up the coverage on that. Or also maybe get a second wired internet connection. I don't know. Because, oh my gosh, it is super frustrating to have this thing fall out right before the stream. Several times a month. Okay. Now, luckily, the last time we tried the cellular fallback, we were able to do the full 1080p. Now, that does burn through the, what do you call it? The data, whatever. It's got 20 gigabytes a month of coverage. So we can stream on that. A normal stream at 1080p, I think, takes 2 to 3 gigabytes. So we can do this like 6 times a month if we absolutely have to. So, have I had many coffee? No, but I did go to the grocery store and buy some Sundrop earlier. And Sundrop is one of my favorite beverages. Because of COVID, I've been more careful about where and when I shop. And so, like, I've been shopping at, like, the local there's a grocery store that's, like, locally owned that buys stuff directly from farmers, and there's almost never anyone there. And I also know some people that own a catering company, and they'll sell me food directly. And also Costco sells food and has pretty good COVID precautions, whereas the normal grocery stores are all pretty terrible. But the normal grocery stores is the only one out of those 4 that actually sells Sundrop, my favorite highly caffeinated soda. So I might have had several Sundrops before the stream, because earlier I went over to one of the normal grocery stores, partially because I wanted, like, now that I'm 2 weeks into my first shot, so my base level inoculation should be starting to kick in. Also, one of my friends got me an N95 mask, well, actually, like, a box of them, because he's just like, hey, the last thing you need to do is get sick when you're waiting for your vaccine to kick in. And I got these through my work, and so here, have some. So, oh my gosh, I gotta say, N95 masks are so much better than normal masks. Like, they don't fog up my glasses. Like, they're a lot of a hassle to put on. I might have to shave my beard also, because one of the things about the N95 mask is they get a seal 100% all the way around your thing. No, Sundrop is not like Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is a ripoff of Sundrop. They were like, hey, there's this regional soda that we could sell in other places if we change the name and get rid of the grapefruit that makes it hard to make. Mountain Dew is terrible, and they're not paying me. Okay, so Mountain Dew is getting timed out because they're not paying. PepsiCo, screw them. They're not here paying for an ad. Come in here, say Mountain Dew. I'll time you out or ban you. I'm not getting compensated for any of this. I'm in a very friendly, upbeat mood because I got to test my first N95 mask, and it worked great because, I got to buy the soda I enjoy, and also I picked up some fresh bagels, which I haven't had in a long time, and I made a burger on bagels with some, garlic paprika jack cheese, and it was so good. But I'm also super not thrilled with the internet failing earlier. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe don't test me, because I'm just gonna slam that ban button quicker when I'm in a high power, kind of high energy mood. Do I have one I can show you? An N95 mask? No, I keep them by the door. I don't. My studio is like the most isolated room. It is not where you would put anything. Like, if you were like, can you show me your coats? Why would my coats be in here? That's not what we need, right? Coats don't go in the room that is isolated. Okay. But yeah. So for the first time in a long time, I'm seriously considering shaving my beard, because I had to kind of fold it over. You guys can't really see it without the camera. I'll show you guys once the camera expands a little bit. I had to kind of basically fold my beard in front of my face in order to get the N95 mask on. But can you see the bagels? No, they're in the kitchen. Why would I have the bagels in my studio? Do you want ants? No. No, we don't want ants here. Anyway, we're supposed to be playing some Minecraft today. I don't know if you remember that. It's a game from 2011. It was kind of big back in the day. But yeah. Hey, happy birthday to Super Monkey Boy's sister. Wow, just having that pop of color down there already has done a lot. So let's see. This is the floor that I think we wanted to have the kind of main lobby entrance desk. So the weird thing is with having the elevator shaft here, it's like in a lot of ways with the receptionist, you wouldn't have to walk past the receptionist to go anywhere. You're not talking to the receptionist to get back here. Although maybe you are. Maybe there's like a meeting conference room here. The thing would be that you would have the receptionist would give you like a key card that you would use to get back to the higher floors, or they would send an escort with you to the higher floors. Okay, so supposedly XP Crafted was going to visit here earlier today. I don't know if he did. I don't know if he did that on stream or if that was part of his next video. But he apparently wanted to come. He asked me earlier for permission to come by and check out my progress. So hopefully he's been enjoying it. Because I feel like we have made some progress. Okay, but this super build here, this is... Hey, Amanda P, thank you for the 10, who says, have a great weekend, Joe. Well, thank you very much for that. That puts us 10 away from the next face camera expansion. Also, awesome hair. Where's the nap pod room? I don't think nap pods are actually that great an idea. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's better to just let people sleep in their cars, or like on balconies, on like lounges. I don't know. But yeah. Hey, 20 PlayStation Plays 20 says, can I play with you? Well, you know, this is a Let's Play, but unfortunately this is an invite-only server, and I don't control the invites. Woo! Nap pods are like awkward capsules that people sleep in like Japanese office buildings. And I'm not really convinced that they're a good fit for anything. They're kind of weird. What if we turn these sideways? They technically take the same amount of space, but it feels slightly better. Okay. Nap pods are where you put your sleepy laundry detergent. Okay. So, Yeah, the nap pod is too dystopic for Wojciech. Or Wojciechowicz. Chafork. I don't know. It's a hard to say name. Yeah, they like dampen sound and give employees... but like, look, you know what? Like, realistically, if I need to go lay down, I'm going to go out on one of the balconies at work and, like, just lie down on the furniture there. I'm not going to use a nap pod. I don't know. Those feel just kind of too much, man. Okay, so we can't get a 3... Okay, this is a perfect place, though, to set up one of these 2x3s like we had there. Bum, bum, bum. And I recognize that this is kind of... How big is a nap pod? It's like, I don't know, just... If you think about like a Japanese capsule hotel, they're kind of like that. So, Dan Dingo says, do you have anyone who sponsors you? The fans? In theory. Like, this is a fan-supported, viewer-supported show. But, like, I don't have, like, any corporate sponsors. A Japanese capsule hotel is where you basically rent, like, a locker to sleep in. It's a lot cheaper than a normal hotel. Or a casket. It's like a casket. It's like they stack them like 2 or 3 high, and it's like, imagine paying to sleep on a submarine, but in Tokyo. That's like what a capsule hotel is. And with more privacy than an actual submarine. Because, yeah. Oof. Like Kramer's drawers. Well, I mean, maybe. I'm not Seinfeld savvy enough to know. Okay. I do like that the blue is the same blue that we have there and back there and over there. That feels good. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to want to have these kitchens work. So we'll have the kitchens like here and here for the cafeteria. Different windows. Oh, it's in this. Oh, okay. Terracotta. Cool, cool, cool. We've got some bushes in here. I'd thought about having the bathrooms here, but maybe those go more like this. Maybe they just extend this central element further. Nope, not what I wanted to do. We'll have some small tables by the wall here that are quote-unquote more intimate. How do they keep the nap pods clean? Great question. That's one of the reasons I don't think they're a great idea. Like, I think they've got, like, rolled paper, like, on a doctor's office bed. But, like, I don't know. Whew. A cereal bar would make sense. I mean, I set the right protection tab on the diskette. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think the housekeeper has to change the sheets. I think that they're like like I said, like a scroll of paper that rolls. It's weird. There is no leader of HermitCraft. It's an artist collective. Like, people assume that everything has to be authoritarian, and it's like, no. You can go create a co-op and do cool stuff. Things don't need a leader. Ugh. What is the build? We are working on kind of a cafeteria for an office building right now. Let me fly out here real quick. And so here's the building on the whole. Most of the office work will be done on the higher floors. The cafeteria is here. Thank you, Mjolnir's Revenge, for the kind words. We probably also want to put some... probably don't want people wandering off the edge here. So I'm thinking this is a good place for more bushes and light concrete. I have no interest in trading bases back. Somebody would have to make me a pretty darn good deal to convince me to trade bases. Okay. You know, I'm really thinking that a composter might look more like an actual proper thing. Will we put villagers inside the building? Probably not, because this is supposed to be kind of post-apocalyptic. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it's not supposed to be populated anymore. Welcome, DMB Trombone. Who accepts the invites? Well, most people that get invited to HermitCraft accept the invite. But, you know, so like the most recent person to accept an invite to HermitCraft was Grian. Okay, so in order to make a composter in Minecraft, let's pull up the recipe. I don't know why I'm yawning. All of a sudden, it's like maybe I went too hard on the caffeine earlier. What? Composter, Minecraft. It is 7 wooden slabs. We can do that. Pro tip, if you are asking if I can read your messages, there's like a 99% chance that you are someone who is checking if your ban evasion is working. So you're just going to be banned again immediately. That's not something I time people out for. That's just something I ban them for. Because a lot of times somebody's like, hey, it seems like YouTube or Twitch might have IP banned me. Is this VPN working? Can you see my messages? It's like, you know what? I can see your messages. It is working. But I've just individually banned you again. So sorry about that. Don't use my stream to test your ban evasion methods. Okay. So we need some slabs here is what I'm learning. Composter. 11? Doesn't seem like very many. Yeah, also if your username has 7 digits in it or 10 digits in it, that's possibly a phone number, and that's also grounds for a ban. If you're posting a phone number in chat, you're going to be banned whether it's in your username or in what you write. Next problem. Yeah, that actually looks more like planters. Why did I take damage randomly? It wasn't random. I was being attacked by a guardian. And I chose to not die, so I left. Dandingo, I don't care about the streaming numbers. Don't come in here and tell me how many people are watching the stream. I don't want to know. That's what makes people neurotic. If you want to stream on the internet, you can't worry about your numbers. And you guys coming in and worrying about numbers for me just means that you're being neurotic, and I don't need you dragging me down like that. It's not healthy. Okay. Next problem. You know, in some ways, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. Maybe... You know, we have that vertical. Maybe if I went along here... Hey, doing well, Lacocious. Could I trade bases with a hermit even if they don't have your old base? Absolutely. There's nothing stopping anybody from trading a base with somebody else. Well, happy St. Joseph's Day to you, Spontaneous Combustion Man. Okay. So, yeah, thank you, Grant. The building is coming along well. Okay, so I feel like this is weird. Having the floor here just kind of being weird. It's not mirrored from Twitch to YouTube or either one. It's sent to both simultaneously. Why would you mirror from Twitch to YouTube or vice versa? You would have to go and convince these server administrators either at Google or at Amazon to forward your stream to one of their biggest rivals. They're not gonna do that. Don't even waste your time. You know, I've met, like, people who, like, admin at Twitch and people who admin at Google, and they don't want requests like that. Don't bother them with stuff like that. If you want to do something with both of them, you do it yourself. Like, you don't need to go make working people's jobs harder. Okay. Yeah, making jokes about autism is also a ban. Next problem. Okay. So... let's see, we've got kind of some weirdness here. In some ways, I'm kind of like, should I incorporate some more of the colors from along here with that? Also, we're obviously missing some of the colors from the next level up. Is this one of the cyan layers here? What is this? No, that's dark gray concrete. And there's a cow out there. Okay, so let's go try getting the gray concrete and try and get this going. None of those are gray concrete. Plenty of sand terracottas. I'm not sure much on that. Okay, well, we still have plenty of acacia stairs. So we can at least keep figuring this out. I feel like... this is the sort of place where they would put a dang it. To stop people from, like, trying to cut around the pillar and bumping into people. That's the size the camera always is at the beginning of the stream, basically. I'm down here in slot 7. Okay, so I feel like for this, we probably want to have it come to a head over here. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. Let's expand the wall. La da 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 do 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 da. Okay. So like, to some degree, this should just be more food court, I feel like, on this level. Like, maybe there's some places here to eat that are more out of the way, or maybe there's a conference room here where they occasionally do more banquety stuff. Okay, the problem with this wall lining up there is... okay, so yeah, maybe we have a banquet room here. Well, the stream's not set up yet, Kai. So let's say that this is like a big banquet room over here. Honestly, though, the more logical way to do it would be to cut it off over by the elevators. It's not a great place to do this. So, problem is that, like, this here... I mean, we could put in a wall here, I guess. Hey, thank you to DMB Trombone on Twitch for the first tip of the night. Wait, no, that's the first one because we already got 10 earlier. The second tip of the night. So that's gonna put us $10 past our next face camera expansion target. DMB Trombone on Twitch says, "Keep up the great work and expand away." Well, thank you very much for getting us past that next face camera expansion target. So here we go. It's time to expand juice. Alrighty. Thank you very much, DMB Trombone. Oh, whoops. I've got Top Chat on YouTube. Sorry, YouTubers, if I have missed some people I need to ban. Okay. What is that noise? Okay. We'll worry about that later, because either it doesn't matter or it matters so much that it won't matter. It's like, that sounds like a really low-flying jet. Like a really, really, really low-flying jet. Like a jet should not be flying that low this near my apartment. So, like, it's either absolutely fine or I won't be able to avoid the aftermath, and there's no sense slowing down the stream. It's like, yay, city life. Top Chat just, like, only shows what the YouTube algorithm thinks you want to see in the chat, which means it, like, hides a bunch of obnoxious spam, which is no good if your goal is to, you know, prevent spam. So, like, if you were using a conference room or a banquet hall like this for events, you would probably want some sort of table, like here. You would want, like, registration tables set up, and then people could go back and through. So, and then we would probably have, like, 2 double doors. So we'd have double doors here. Then we'd have double doors back here. Actually, we'd probably have them closer. We'd have one set here and one set further out. So that way it could cover the 2, like, walkways. 2 natural walkways. Maybe we'd have 3. I don't know. It's also possible that you would have, like, this just be the exit door. So during the registration type processes, you would have these set up like so. Dang it. And then after people register, they could go in one of the doors. Bathroom behind the elevator would fill the awkward space. Yeah, the thing is though, it's like a windowed space. So it's more likely. So it's 2 meters big though. It would be more likely that this would be like an awkward, like, eating space here. We're out of carpets. but like kind of continuing the situation here. Whoops, too far over. Hey, hope you feel better, Mr. Hardluck. Yeah. Good luck with those, with that dental work. Okay, so... You know, I kind of think we want to make more, kind of think we want to make... Well, we're going to have to get more carpet. We need to make more prismarine stairs. We need to make more composters, though, because the composters are really going to shape the traffic flow. Put vending machine there. Maybe. Having it crammed full of desks and broken chairs. Having it full of folding tables, extra folding tables would actually make a lot of sense. Extra folding tables would be very good. But, like, I don't know how to make extra folding tables. In, like, a... Minecraft block setting. Okay. Yeah, also, I'm not sure how to put a vending machine anywhere. People keep saying, why not put a vending machine there? Why not put a vending machine there? It's like, I don't know how to put vending machines anywhere. Okay. People could walk past these. Yeah, we need more composters. We need more blue carpets. We need more prismarine stairs. Yeah. Vending machines do sound like an armor stand job. Yeah, so this being like an events area, honestly, though, this needs to be moved over one. Or we need to... Actually, no, what we need to do is move fit a third table in here. So this gives people a room to queue, and then they can enter here. You know, in some ways, this almost feels like these would be moved back, though, more. Because the amount of space that the registration people need versus having two doors open would be... Nope, we've already had one face camera expansion. Thank you for noticing. Okay. I kind of like the polished black stone pillars. I feel like in some ways they really add a lot to the texture of the building. Put a private kitchen behind the registration. That's true, but like if they weren't, they would probably either get stuff catered by one of the in-house vendors or they would just have it brought in. I don't know that you would need a full kitchen for a place like that. Dang it. So I'm thinking dark oak doors for the fancy doors. Hey, thank you to Tara Lynn for tipping 25, who says, Nerds Unite! That is going to put us $15 past our next face camera... sorry. It's going to put us... Yeah, it does. It puts us $15 past our next face camera expansion target. So here we go. It's time to expand. And we are now $5 away from the face camera expansion after this one. So thank you, Tara Lynn. Table covered in coffee makers or something. The thing about that is that would usually end up like along... The table covered in coffee makers would end up back here. There would be tables with coffee and stuff like along here. But like this would be where that sort of stuff would be. So you have registration here, and then people go in and that sort of thing. Okay. Yeah, you can put a coffee bar in basically any empty space like that, yeah. Okay. So... we must go to dreamland. Oh. Lay your head down and dream, everyone. Hey, looks like we got another tip via PayPal here. Let me see who it is from. It's also from Tara Lynn, who says, do the thing! You know the thing. Well, I'm an incredibly ignorant person, Tara Lynn, but you know what? That does put us evenly at our next face camera expansion target, so here we go. Let's expand. Joe. And there we are, hanging out here in our left corner. Hi, it's me. We can flip our green screen over. Properly chroma key out our hoodie. And that puts us evenly 20 away from the next face camera expansion. So thank you, Tara Lynn. Did I participate in HCBBS? Maybe. I'll never tell. Space Dorito 49 says, that is eerily well edited on Twitter. I'm assuming in response to my brother's video. If you haven't seen my brother's video, oh, no, it's about Fally's joke from a car company that isn't paying me. So, yeah, never mind. I was going to use that as an opportunity to promote my brother's hilarious new video. It had 50 views on it. So he bought a Sony professional video monitor, and that's like the sort of video equipment that you don't order from Japan on a boat because a lot of things can go wrong. He didn't ask my advice about this, which is good, because I would have told him not to without like looking at it in person. And so he made this ludicrously well-edited video about his adventure in ordering this monitor from Japan so he could play old video games on the... This is the video monitor that like Nintendo would buy for their people to test the games on. It's not just a television, it's like a professional video monitor. And so you can tweak everything about it, and it's a whole thing. And he bought one, and it didn't work, and he made this ludicrously well-edited video about it called How to Fix a Sony PVM That Isn't Broken. And it had a criminally low number of views. It had 57 views earlier. Now it's up to 74. But, like... And it also includes a story that our dad told us about our grandpa that is not verifiable on Google. Which is one of the reasons I've never told that story, because I don't want people to be like, are you sure that's true? Because the answer is like, no! I'm not sure that's true. Why would I repeat that? So anyway, yeah. So I posted that link. Y'all can watch that later if you would like. But yeah, it is a ludicrously competently edited video. I wish we could afford to live in the same city so that like I could like hire him to help me make videos, because I like hiring him to help me make music. But yeah, okay, we forgot to go make the composters, and we forgot to make the doors, and we forgot to make the stairs. We just came over here to sleep, and they got nothing else done. Okay. So we're going to make some prismarine stairs. We're going to make oak planks. I guess oak can be used to make composters, right? Yeah, tracks. Okay. Okay, so we can put some of that in there. Okay, so we have one dark oak door. Dang it. So that's where we keep our jungle wood. Good to know. I read the chat, King Frog. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some more doors. We're going to need at least 6, so that'll give us 7. Wow, we are not doing great on storage. Let's go up here and feed some things into our inventory management system. We don't need the dirt, we don't need the grass block, we don't need the polished basalt. We'll hold on to everything else. Okay, so now we're going to make a bunch of oak slabs so we can make a bunch of composters. We can put plants in those. That'll look good. Okay, so we said we need to make several things. We need to make blue carpet. Boom. Boom. Okay, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of... If we take green wool and we dye it blue, does that work? This feels like a really counterintuitive way to do this in terms of cost. Okay, I'm just going to start timing people out for impersonation, because I can't keep up with this elaborate drama. If y'all are trying to stage some sort of elaborate roleplay drama over here in the chat, like, I don't know what's going on. I can't do both. Y'all can have fun with your family at home, but you don't need to be like, which of us is using the chat right now? Because I don't know if all of those people are 13, and YouTube will get mad at me if I don't ban people who are under 13 using the chat feature. And that's just one more thing for me to worry about. Do you know how many things I want to worry about right now? It's none. Okay. I don't know. Anna Choco Banana Blaze, I don't know what they're actually doing, but that's my point, is if I can't keep up with it, then it's too much, man. Okay, so what do we need to make? We need to make the stairs? Yeah. Okay. Am I gonna put a parking lot? I've got a 3-story garage at the beginning. Or at the, not the beginning, at the first few floors. So I feel like we're good on parking. Good job, Drake. Just keep doing what you're doing. You have never distracted me from making good Minecraft content. So, thank you. Okay. So, we have enough now to make several more, 15 more of these little 9 square things. Okay, so then we're going to come in with the blackstone doors here, or not blackstone, dark oak doors. Because these look nice. Part of me is just like, there should be elaborate carpet here. These are pressure plates. That's not what should be the carpet. Yeah, don't post your ages in chat. That's a good way to get timed out or banned. Don't spam a lot of emoji. Okay. So. Yeah. Now, if we go down one floor, now we're in the garage. And we're still working on... I actually need to put in... I was going to have like a prototyping lab for the maritime company over here. And so what we should probably do is, while we're just trying to get as much... This building requires laying so many blocks that on some level it's like, okay, what should I do this stream? Just keep putting down the blocks that I know need to go in. And then worry about putting in better blocks later. Or extra different blocks. Like, we know that there needs to be a prototyping lab for maritime equipment up here. And we don't have a floor for it yet. So right now it's just open to the ground below. Let's get some torches in our offhand and actually get this done. Dang it. No! And, oh, we also need one on that layer. Yeah, so we're going to have 2 floors of kind of prototyping areas here. Possibly with some sort of, yeah, we're going to rip this out. Because the trucks and stuff won't come this far, is the idea. In the parking garage. Okay, and we need to go to bed. Oh, good, it's raining. Oh, you know what? I was gonna time out somebody earlier for using all caps, but then I saw that the last message was telling me what to do with my face. If you don't like my face, you should go watch something else. If you're like, you have too much hair, you have too little hair, blah, blah, blah. Like, no. Go away. You don't need to watch my videos. I'm not gonna change my aesthetic to appease you. Go find somebody who already looks exactly the way that fits your ideal of a person. And then leave me the heck alone. Hey, Corey Martin has a thanks sticker here and tips too. That puts us 18 away from our next face camera expansion. And let's check our PayPal tips. Looks like we also got a PayPal tip from Jeffrey. So thank you, Jeffrey, very much. That puts us $2 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand juice. So So thank you very much, Jeffrey, for that. Also, Strayhorn tips another 5 who says, howdy, Joe. I just took myself in and I'm ready for a cozy stream. Well, get yourself warm because that's what we're going to have, I guess. That puts us 13 away for the next Face Gamer expansion. And a Choco Banana Pirate Blaze says, Joe is the ideal person. You know what? I might not be everyone's ideal person, but I appreciate how you feel about how I look. So thank you, Choco and a Banana Pirate Blaze, even though I'm going to mispronounce your name and misorder it. Cytenal Sites says, how do we join this SMP? Well, this is an invite-only server, and I don't control the invites. So, yep, there's not really a way to do that. Sorry. Mark tips 5, though, and says, thanks for doing what you do. Love getting to watch your streams. Well, I really enjoy doing what I do, so thank you, Mark, for coming by and enjoying me doing it. That's going to put us 8 away from the next Face Gamer expansion. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to temporarily swap out some of our interior design stuff for just blocks we need to put in the floors on those prototype lab areas. Because those prototype lab areas not being done is kind of silly. It's really easy for us to just go drop in some cyan terracotta and start making progress on them. It's going to help us get blocks out of our inventory. And by inventory, I mean our storage, I mean our everything. We have so many blocks that I collected to work on this build. Every single stack of blocks that is filling a chest somewhere is slowing me down organizationally. Like, the quicker that I can offload these into the future, the better. Okay, wait. We want to lower this by 1 here. And we might even want to have that. This is just going to be some sort of weird... Oh, hey, that wall actually does line up. This is just a viewing area or whatever for this. Okay. People can come over here if they want. Whatever. Okay. Adrian Wright says, I love how actively he lights his builds. It's because otherwise I will literally be destroyed by creepers. Okay. You know, I'm wondering... Is cyan floor the best? We have so much cyan. Light gray concrete might look better. But you know what? Well, for the lower floor, it's definitely going to be the right call. So, okay. Well, thank you for appreciating my arbitrary nature. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, my brother's jokes in that latest video I linked are indeed hilarious. I liked... There was just so much fun editing. There was so much good writing. A lot of my videos, if you haven't noticed, are highly improvisational. And so it's really fun to see what my brother does with his scripted stuff and his edited stuff. And I've had fun collabing with him on stuff like that in the past, but man, he is great at it. So yeah, if you didn't get a chance to check out his latest video, please do. My brother Sean Hills. And let's see if I have that video link. Yeah, there's the video link. He bought a professional video monitor used from... he bought a professional video monitor that Sony used to make. That was used by, like, Nintendo people to playtest their games on decades ago. So that he could play his games the way that the designers and developers played them. But he didn't do a lot of the things that you would normally do before you buy fancy electronics from overseas. And so that's what the video is about. It's pretty funny, and I liked it a lot. My brother also does all the music for my streams. Like, I mean, I write the words, and I mean, that's pretty obvious when you listen to lyrics like this. Hold on. Here's one of our shorter songs, which is a parody of the Frasier outro.
Hey, sucker, that's why Jean looks so wallen, lost jawlocks and white timbers. And Shaka, I see was on his army. Yeah, Shaka when all the walls fall. But
I don't know if John Lucas, he's lost jawlocks and white timbers.
They're
Falling again.
Good night, Elytra. We love you. Dathan has left the planet.
Yeah, so that's one I wrote. Well, actually, I write like all of them, but and then he does the performances. So another one that he did, that I wrote, was kind of for my No Man's Sky series, which we're actually doing a No Man's Sky stream again on Sunday, so I can actually use this music in context. But I wrote this, and I thought it was pretty good.
Send me away via subspace.
Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. Oh, send me away via subspace.
Chat me a line or two.
Because though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you. But yeah, so basically with a lot of our songs, I write the lyrics, and then my brother, like, I tried to describe a melody to my brother, and he's just like, that's not a melody. And I'm like, no, it's like, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-da-da-do. And he's like, no, that's not a melody. And I'm like, ah. So a lot of our best stuff has been parody because it's easy for me to explain to him what it should sound like. If I'm like, hey, one time somebody else figured this out already. And he's like, yes, they did. Okay. But that was like a pastiche of lounge music. And he was like, I don't know what this is supposed to sound like. And I'm like, it's supposed to sound like this. And then I sang it and he's like, none of those are on key. Those are not notes. And I'm like, yeah, but you get it, right? And eventually he did. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see what else we need to do. We are getting this floor in. Like, in some ways, I don't love having the walls and ceiling and floors all be the same. Now, on the lowest level here, that would not be the case. But you know what? Maybe this should be like brushed concrete looking thing. The closest thing we have to brushed concrete is actually the polish, or is it polished or unpolished? What is this stuff called? Basalt? No. Yeah, maybe we just use basalt, but it's got kind of those dark lines along it. But yeah, you drive in here and you see this basalt. What does he use? Okay, so he's got half slabs, double cooked stone. Ismail Sariq, you are welcome to join the chat community, but you cannot join the server. It's an invite-only community, and I don't control the invites. Was there something specific that inspired the Ballad of Sam McGee? We didn't write... So that's one of the only ones that I didn't write. That's an actual poem by Robert Service that we put to the melody of other people's music. And so we actually pay a licensing fee. The reason that Sam McGee is broken up into 4 parts on the album is because we pay a separate licensing fee for each track when it's sold. Okay, well, that's a ban for you. Yeah, we don't make jokes about the Reich here because Nazis are terrible. And if you're a white supremacist, you should leave. If you're just like, you know what, I'm not even going to do like a dumb voice to pretend to voice what your beliefs are. If you don't understand the basic human dignity of others, you're gonna be banned. If you don't understand why joking about the extermination of people who are different from you is unacceptable, you're gonna be banned. That's a great opportunity for you to learn and grow anywhere else. Because we don't have time for it here. I'm sorry. You know, like, this is one of those places where I come here to make artwork, and if you come here to be a literal Nazi, then you're not going to be invited back. Because, no. Like, I don't know how to explain to you that you're supposed to care about other people. That's something that people smarter than me have said, but it's also true of me. Like, if you can't accept that other humans are humans, you have problems that need to be solved by a licensed professional in something that I don't have a license in. So, good luck out there. I hope you learn better before you get killed by a cop. I don't know. Okay, so let's go work on our building now. You know what? I think we're just gonna stick with the cyan terracotta. It's what we have. A lot of. We have so much basalt though. Okay, we have a lot of basalt. I'm glad you enjoyed Sean's video, Quiet Devious. You know, Anna, I thought that as soon as I said it, but, like, sometimes by coincidence it happens. Oh, we forgot our rockets. Yeah. Okay. Welcome, CC. Whoa, did we just lose our... Ooh, our elytra is about to break. We should probably go repair that. Okay, so we're going to disconnect and reconnect for replay mod purposes. Before we leave the dimension, because leaving the dimension breaks the replay mod files sometimes. So in case we want to have a time lapse of us putting in a bunch of those tables, we'll have it. I should leave a shulker of rockets in the basement, but I'm also not going to. Okay. So, we need to go fix our elytra. Now, at the point where we need to go fix anything, I'm like, should we break more things first? Should we go burn our shovel out on sand or something? I don't know. Oh, one thing I didn't bring was gold helmet. I think I left the gold helmet up here. And can we get back? Why are we stuck underneath here? Yeah, don't yell in all caps. That's a timeout. I mean, we're not going to burn through this entire helmet very quickly. Okay, we'll get this out and this out, because those need to be repaired. We need to go get some carrots. Maha Zero says, I would have glassed off the open water the third time I fell in. It literally never occurred to me. And at this point, I feel like I'm in too deep. I'm just like, no. I will endure this forever. Instead of going under. Okay, we need to get to -5, -52. Well, that is not working well. -5. Wrong way. Oh, we overshot. There it is. I need to just put in a thing. Maybe where the less broken elytra on the way. No. What do I look like? A competent person? A less incompetent person, I guess, would be the joke. Yeah, I think that's the joke. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:20. Welcome, Rockin' Ginger. Okay. Hey, happy birthday to your brother, Orlando, man. Okay. Since Impulse's repair thing is broken, we're just gonna go straight here. Scar's here! Howdy, Scar! Let's harangue Scar real quick. The new voice feature is proximity based, so it only works if I'm standing next to Scar. Which I'm not right now. Okay, how is our equipment going in terms of repair? It is getting mostly repaired. Okay, I think everything's repaired now, except our helmet, which is now also repaired. So I think we're good. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Royal Potato says, I built part of a raised plant bed today. Oh, that's fun. I tried to build a Golf with Friends course today. It's not very good. The tools for rotating things in the Golf with Friends course editor are terrible. Like, you type a number in, and then it doesn't do that. It does something else. I cannot I've worked with a lot of different 3D editing software professionally, and, like, this is just insanely poorly written. It's like, inconsistent, too. It's like, sometimes, if I click on, like, the rotation values of an object, like, let's say that the current rotation of something is 0, 0, 0. It's at its default orientation, right? So I click on X and I change it to 90 and I press enter. Sometimes it'll treat enter like canceling my input. Sometimes it'll keep the X rotation 0, but change the other two to 180. And sometimes just clicking on the input box will randomize all the rotations. And I have no idea why. Like, clicking on the input box shouldn't change all three values, but it does sometimes. And so if you're ever just like, why do these courses in Golf with Friends seem to be very poorly done from a quality control standpoint? The tools are the answer. I thought, you know what, maybe I'll start working on a Halloween Golf with Friends thing, so that way I have until October to finish it. And it was, I think, an hour worth of work to get the first hole in, and a lot of it was just saying, like, I guess I'm not using that feature because that feature will break. And when I say, like, that feature, I mean, like, rotating things 90 degrees. It's like, how can I build this entire course without rotating anything? Because rotation is broken. But yeah, anyway, so I'm glad you got to build some flower beds in real life and not have to deal with, like, in real life, you want to rotate a log, you pick it up and you turn it. That's the way to do it. Anyway. Hey, CC168, tipping SEK50. Let me real quick plug that into Google. That is roughly 6 US abacus beads. So thank you very much, CC. That puts us 2 away from our next face camera expansion and the entrance of the Joust. Okay. So, what's my plans for building with amethyst? It's not in the game yet. It's in the snapshots. So I haven't used it. I think it's Swedish kroners, but I'm not sure. I'm not in charge of international currencies. Okay. So, we actually need to put the elytra and the golden helmet back in the ender chest. Whoops. We also need to grab. Oh, sorry. I'm like, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Maybe I need more caffeine. We are 90 minutes into the stream, so maybe it is time for a hydration break so I can refill my drink. Strayhorn tips 5 and says, I want to see a ghost. Well, good news, Strayhorn. That's going to put us $3 past our next face camera expansion target. Now, up to this point, y'all have seen that money going straight to my head with each additional face camera expansion milestone we hit. But now, Oh no, it's all tangled. Everything's tangled. This is bad. But now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Enter the Jost. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty, this first face camera, or at this point, all additional face camera expansions will be accompanied by a corresponding drop in Joe-pacity. Right now, we are at 90% Joe-pacity, but here's what we need to do now. We need to pull up our spreadsheet of people to thank for sponsoring this. Well, sponsor is the wrong word. Supporting the stream via Patreon at the $20 a month or higher level. Let's see. It looks like Marissa Rawl had requested Lectern Full Cauldron. So we're going to go ahead and play that now while I get my caffeine refreshed. Okay, setting up. Where's the hydration break side? There it is. So here's a song I wrote, performed by my brother Sean, called Lectern Full Cauldron. Hope y'all enjoy it.
I want a girl who will mine for her diamonds. I want a girl who can sort a chest. I want a girl with shears that cut and swords that burn through zombie flesh. I want a girl who knows world generation, who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's modding her community. She's flying through the air. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. I want a girl who logs in early. I want a girl who plays till late. I want a girl with unobstructed creativity who uses a tripwire to ruin your day. With shulker boxes organized and lustrous in a tone that will torch you like desert grass. Who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. Whose shield is emblazoned. I want a girl with good enchantments. On some server we will meet incidentally. We'll start to talk as we shoot skeletons. She wants a spawn with biome convenience. She wants a spawn that's in good repair. She's changing her inn from wither to dragon. She's trading her archery for a trident that's self-repairing. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. 30 p.m. the usual streaming setup. Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Title the tweet, pour water, tank top, and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream, and so I'll pause, fold in, and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before, lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin? After howdy, it's items and chest tools breaking. Pickaxe went poof while talking to you professional Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. So I'll click crafting quick anvil time and champ pick, then I'll replace the books in a random chest with care. I'll tour my winery, I'm sure there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swear. Not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out, everybody. Oh boy. We are into the second hour of our stream tonight. Normally, I would be like, oh, let me post the album link here for the folks who like our music. Album link. You can get this via all major online music stores. This is like a list of those links to our album in those stores. Ugh, there we go. Posted that in the chat. I don't know why I'm so yawny today. It's like... It's fine. Ow. I might also need to trim my fingernails. Let's be good at Minecraft now. You know, okay, I was thinking about this while I was refreshing my caffeine, and I realized maybe andesite would be the perfect kind of concrete-looking floor for the prototyping levels. Maybe what we do is we get some basalt pillars going sideways. So you see how we have the basalt pillars going sideways here? We get some basalt pillars going sideways along here to make like supports. And then we have andesite in there. I think that might look good. So, yeah. Let's try that. Also, oh, we forgot to put our inventory stuff cleaned up in our ender chest. Yeah, DistroKid is our distributor for our music, and they sell it to iTunes and Amazon and all those other places. That's not where the shulker box is. Ender chest. I believe in me. I'm not good at this. Okay, video games are a thing that we play here on the channel, whether you like it or not. So we're just going to do a bad job at video games for a while. But yeah, I feel like andesite and those pillars would look good. So we're going to experiment with that for a little bit. Put the extra prismarine in here for now. I know this is like a lot, y'all, but just bear with me. The lyrics text is still up. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I got kind of held up when I was trying to make myself lunch earlier, and I ended up, instead of making lunch, going grocery shopping. And then by the time I got back, it was like dinner time. So y'all keep talking about food. You're going to get a short stream because I'm going to be like, I should eat another meal today besides the lunch I ate at dinner time. Don't do that. Don't roll in here with all the food. Oof. It is a bad evening to talk about food. Okay, so andesite. Where did andesite end up in the filter is the question. Hey, welcome, Falsehood. Glad you could join us. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee, here on the HermitCraft server. I feel like andesite was in the second round of the filter here. Okay. So we have diorite here. Polished diorite, diorite slab, polished andesite. So where do we have normal andesite? Do we not? Okay, normal andesite is second to last in this. Okay, so we need to go to the second to last one. I probably need to have a better system for finding the things in the sorting system. At least it sorts them. Okay, but now we know it's over here. Okay, so here's all the andesite we could need in the short term. I almost feel like what I need to do is put stuff for individual levels. Like the food court stuff stays up here for right now, right? And that frees me up some inventory space to get other things that I'll use in other places. That white dye is not for the food court. The terracotta here is not for the food court. So we'll take those back downstairs. Okay. Etho doesn't do Minecraft songs to my knowledge, but he does do other songs. Etho is good at songs, but Minecraft songs are a different thing. But yeah, Etho is good at a lot of things, y'all. If I started talking about all the things that Etho is good at, I would be at the end of the stream and everybody would be like, Joe, remember when you were going to do anything besides talk about Etho? And I'm be like, my name is Joe Hills, and I want to talk to you today about Etho! Etho is one of the best Minecrafters ever! Etho played on the Minecraft server way back a long time ago. But you know what's great about Etho? Is he's all about quality. He tries to make his own things. He doesn't let anyone else tell him what to make. He is always coming in here and being like, you want to tell me to ask for subscribers? No, I'm not going to ask for subscribers. I'm going to make the best videos and people will subscribe to me anyway. YouTube, you want to tell me to ask for likes? No, I'm from Canada. We do what we want here. And then everybody likes his videos because they're so good on their own. And then everybody would just be like, Joe, you spent 2 hours on a Boxy impression, and you didn't actually finish the build, and I need to go finish the build. So, yeah. I'm just gonna go work on that. Let's see. Yeah, so as I'm looking at this here, I put in a bunch of cyan terracotta, and I'm not sure I want to keep it. I'm actually thinking, at this level, what we want to do is actually put in a series of basalt blocks as cross beams here. I think that this will work in an interesting way. I don't have anything for that to run into, is the thing. I did not think when I was putting these pillars in originally, what they might need to hit. That was just not a top priority for me. Hey, Short Zelda 22 rating with a party of 36. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to turn off followers only chat for a second so we can welcome all those raiders properly. I appreciate you swinging by here tonight. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee, here on the HermitCraft server. I'm the only one online at the moment, but right now I am working on a giant office building and parking garage shaped like a floppy disk because I'm a nerd. Somebody was like, oh, yeah, I was going to build a port over there by the ocean. And I'm like, well, I'm going to build 3 ports, and then I'm going to build an office building with looks like a floppy disk. I don't know. I'm just doing whatever I want. So if you like weird stuff, this is weird stuff. Welcome. This is a post-apocalyptic corporate office park type thing. Like, because why not? It's HermitCraft. We've got anti-gravity stuff. Hey, NJ Coffee Junkie, happy St. Joseph's Day to you as well. Okay. So, I'm trying to figure out the interior for this part of the building, which would be like a prototyping area and machining area for a maritime, not construction, but like a maritime hardware, software, technology company. So, I'm realizing, though, that having these cross beams not actually line up with the pillars ends up looking like super wrong. So I think what we actually need to even do here is maybe like we've rolled this over one. And so like having this more like that, right? And then we can take the chain and we can have the chain come across here, and then we can discard all the chains. We're going to leave our chains behind. Okay, now we're going to put that back there. Okay. So that's going to let this pillar at least function in a meaningful way. And, hey, that also means since that's 3 away from that one, should function, this one should function too. Yay. So we're sorting out things about math and storage and all sorts of stuff. But, yeah. I hope, whoa, and we accidentally kind of fell underneath the build. Yay. Here's also stuff underneath the build. The back of the building is looking great, but the underside is just not so good. You know, usually if you have a bottom worth complimenting, that means you have a good backside. This building has a great backside, does not have a great bottom. But you know what? We're going to fix that. We're going to get that all, like, aesthetically sorted out when we can. Okay, so, let's see. And the sun's getting real low. Actually, let's go up to this balcony where we laid a bed so that we can lay down our heads and dream in-game. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... That's what I get for turning off the followers-only chat. Yeah, I just banned that guy. Don't worry. Thank you, NJ, for calling that to my attention. Okay, so what kind of apocalypse is it? Zombies, aliens, or anti-gravity apocalypse? Why not all 3? Oh no, my elytra! I just wanted to do this. I was like, I hit spacebar twice and the rocket. I can do this a little while now. La da da dee, la da da da. But whoops, not so much. Okay. Goat Shrine says, "Why can't I sub to you on Twitch? I'm not a Twitch affiliate. If you if you subscribe to so the thing is with Twitch, you have to sign a contract, and I didn't want to sign a contract with Amazon because that would stop me from simultaneously streaming on YouTube and Twitter. So if people want a tip, they are welcome to support the stream financially via paypal.me/JoeHills. But no one is expected to or required to. I spent about a decade paying off my educational debt after I finished school, and I maintained my sanity as I worked off that debt by enjoying funny things that people made on the internet. So now it is my thing to make funny stuff on the internet that people get to enjoy for free. If other people who are further along in life and capable of supporting the arts would like to do so, they are welcome to, but not obliged to or obligated to. So, yeah. Okay, so now we've got this figured out, though, where we've got these cross beams. I think that this is going to make this part of the garage feel more real. Having these cross beams here. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to take this one and we're going to turn this into a full beam. I think having that one be a full beam is really going to add something in terms of just the authenticity. Like, we want this to feel like a real building to some degree. So, yeah, that's going to be good. Okay. Paying off educational debt sounds like a dream, says CC168. It took me a decade. It was like, yeah. It was not a reality for a long time. And, you know, when people ask me, like, well, Joe, you spent so long paying off your debts. How would you feel if the president, like, forgave everyone's debts, you know, now? It's like, I would feel thrilled because, you know what? I didn't learn anything about responsibility from having to pay off those debts. I was already responsible. I paid them off because that was already the kind of person I was. All that did was stop me from investing in my own future and in my family's future for an extra 10 years. I could have done so much more with my life this whole time if I wasn't spending hundreds of dollars a month on educational debt. And if the government wants to forgive other people's educational debt so they don't have to live through that incredible hellscape of financial, like, churn, there is nothing more demotivating than working your butt off all the time, and every time you get a little bit of extra money, you're just like, well, I can put this toward my debt. And then it's like, it's just like, why am I so burnt out? Why am I so exhausted? You know, like, you know, people, especially like my parents' generation, were always like, why don't more people your age have kids? You're one of the only people we know your age that has a kid. And I'm like, yeah, and this debt is strangling me. I don't have the energy that I want to have for my kid because I'm just constantly worried about making ends meet on, like, the basics because all of our money is going toward debt. It's stupid. And so, yeah. Like, yeah, it's just like, if you... It's not like, oh, well, you're only rewarding irresponsible people if you get rid of this debt. No. Responsible people like me, like, I was the reason that my friends were like, well, I guess I'm not having a kid because, like, I'm watching Joe pay off his debt and have a kid, and his life is just hell all the time. Like, he never gets to do anything. And so, like, I did it. I proved it's doable. But, like, no one should have to do that. That's not a good way to live. Anyway, let's keep making Minecraft stuff. Okay. So, I do think, though, that this floor is going to feel good for a lab where they're doing, like, mechanical work. I'm imagining that the entrance to this lab would probably be on this floor, like the main entrance. There'd be a secondary entrance exit on one floor up, and there would be an internal stairwell. So the only thing they would mainly use the upstairs entrance for this lab on would be wheeling in, like, machinery and stuff through the elevator, or not even through the elevator, but, like, offloading it through the garage. Because you could drive a truck with, like, a giant laser cutter or something up to the door and then roll it off, you know? So, anyway, yeah. Anyway, let's just rip out the cyan terracotta. Let's get rid of the cyan terracotta, 'cause I don't want my walls and ceilings and floors to be all made of the same materials. It's not healthy for my brain. So the building, in my head, as I'm working out logically what the building is used for, there's two companies here. One of the companies does maritime technology, like fish finding radars, radios, saltwater hardened technology. And the other company ports games. So like the docks and stuff out here would be used by the maritime technology company to test their equipment and stuff. But hey, it looks like we just got a tip here from Jared410, who says, "You need a tip after the last ideological tirade. Well done, sir. I'm here for it." Well, thank you very much, Jared. That puts us 7 away from the next face camera expansion. Thank you very much. Okay. Why would you spend thousands of dollars for a degree if it wasn't meant for a job, though? So here's the thing, Gloomy Scribbles. I was getting a degree meant for a job. I signed up with the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps to get a job as a Marine Corps officer. And I had a medical issue where it turned out I can't digest food if my body is dealing with the level of stress required for their physical regimen. And so they required me to pay back 1 year of Vanderbilt University tuition to the federal government, which is like 40 grand on its own. And then I had about 10 grand in other debt from the other 3 years of college that I needed to pay for without the Navy's help. And so it's like, yeah, I went to college because I was on my way to get a very specific job that specifically requires a degree. But I couldn't get that job, and I ended up owing the Navy 40 grand, which is always fun because I remember when I applied for my first car loan, the guy's like, "Hey, you have a really good credit rating for somebody in this much debt to the United States Navy." I'm not allowed to ask, but how do you end up owing the Navy tens of thousands of dollars? Because that seems like a story. And so it used to be before the Iraq War that if you had a medical problem, the Secretary of the Navy would forgive your debt if you were in ROTC. And so that was like a relatively low-risk thing. But fun fact, I signed up to join the military after September 11th because I thought that was a patriotic and helpful thing to do. And instead, it basically caused what would have been like 12 to 13 grand in college debt to be like 50,000 in college debt. So, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I had a good plan. I had a guaranteed job after I graduated, but it didn't work out. So, like, you know, and I had good intentions, and I was trying to be selfless. I was trying to be in a position where I could help other people. But you know what? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good your intentions are. You can still end up screwed out of tens of thousands of dollars by going to college. And so, like, we need to fix this system. It's a bad system. Just because I worked my butt off for 10 years and finally paid off that debt at an extreme, like, psychological, emotional, like, exhaustion level cost, it's like, you know, that doesn't mean anyone else should ever have to do that ever again, you know? So, yeah. Amstel Alias, I don't think you understand how expensive the Iraq War was. Yes, they were not gonna forgive a year of tuition for a university to somebody who just couldn't eat food anymore. But anyway, yeah, so I'm sorry. I don't remember what we were talking about. I don't know how this came up. Somebody said something about something. Bachelor's degrees don't necessarily require a thesis. I didn't have to write a thesis for my bachelor's degree. I did have to write papers. Some of them were very long, but master's would have a thesis possibly, and a PhD definitely would. Etho is great. Everybody just go love Etho and ask your government to forgive student loans. It's too late for me, but it's not too late for others. Okay, so let's go grab some more rockets and let's go use the bed. And there's Baby Yoda. Yeah. Putting out free stuff is the point. Okay. Timid Psych says, get your face off the screen. Good news, Timid Psych. The way this works is every time we hit a $20 face camera expansion milestone, my face will get bigger, but also slightly more transparent. We are currently 7 away from the next face camera expansion, in which case it'll drop in opacity from 90% to 80%, but it'll also get bigger. So eventually, if people keep tipping, it'll just be this giant, almost invisible floating eyeball. But we're not there yet. So, we'll get there, maybe. But, whatever. So, here we go. It's time to keep playing the game. Okay. Son, I made a life of placing blocks in Minecraft and flying through garages and knowing when to soar. And wow, I think I'm missing another row of supports, so we're gonna go ahead and place those before we do the floor. Every supporter knows you wanna keep on going so the floor doesn't cave in on top of your heads, 'cause some people are living, and I think it is a given, those folks generally don't want to end up dead. Hey, Sugar asks, how does tipping generally work? Oh, just tip via paypal.me/JoeHills. I'll just go ahead and post that link. Okay. Superstone says, I watched this music video recently, and it's just Kenny Rogers taking off his coat for 5 minutes. You know, it is the weekend, so I could sing the Gambler for you guys if y'all want. This was one of the songs that was written for Play On Con. We originally performed at Play On Con as James Tiberius Buffett and his enterprising young men, and we did a song called Wasting Away at Play On Con, and we did a bunch of other parodies since then. One of them was The Gambler, which was about an FPS player. I think it was like kind of PUBG and TF2 inspired. So let me pull up what is it called? Slides.google.com. The Gambler. Here we go. We were Kenny Masters and the Hurricane Kicks. On a warm summer's eve, at a land going nowhere, I met up with the gamer. We were both too wired to sleep, so we took turns a sharing clips of all our highlights, till smugness overtook him, and he began to boast. He said, bro, I made a life out of owning newbies' faces, knowing where the flag was by the way they put their guys. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you lack the neatness. For a taste of your code red, I'll give you some advice. So he turned on his computer, loaded up his first-person shooter, picked out his loadout, and joined in on the fight. And the match got deathly violent, and his face lost all expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, bro, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to own 'em, know when to pwn 'em, know when to use grenades or switch to guns. You never count your points. When you're sitting in the spawn room, there'll be time enough for counting when the match is won. Every gamer knows the secret to surviving is knowing how to stack a team and knowing who to kick. 'Cause our team is the winner. So we get chicken dinner. The best you clowns can hope for is to fight for second place. So the thing is that fight for second place. So there's a whole thing in the original song that the best a gambler can hope for is to die in his sleep. And our lead vocalist, Chris Wote Stanford, forgot the lyrics in the middle of this song. And when he got to this line, he switched over to the original. He's like, so our team's the winner, so we get chicken dinner, and the best you clowns can hope for is to die in your sleep. And that's way meaner. And all three of the rest of us, because he was on vocals, I was on bass, my friend Art was on guitar, and our friend Falcons was on drums, we all turned to him and just screamed, "Whoa!" Because it was not cool to be like, we're playing a game and you're going to die in your sleep. And that everybody thought that was like an intentional thing. It was a huge laugh from the crowd. But yeah. But yeah, and while he was streaming, he told all his viewers, crush that like button and also ring the bell. And somewhere in the darkness, the gamer he made partner. This song is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. It's like, and then it goes into the refrain again. But yeah, there's actually a YouTube CBS Play On Con. The first year that we performed at Play On Con, we actually got featured on CBS. Was this let me see if I can find the video. Oh, yeah. Okay. Play On Con returns. Here's us at Play On Con. It's really low resolution. I'm in the blue shirt on the bass here. And Wote is the Wote is on the mic. But the guy Falcon that we raid sometimes, where I'm like, hey, my friend Falcon the drummer's playing. He's the one on drums. Okay. Yeah, we're going to set this back to followers only chat, because I've seen a lot of comments that are like, what kind of boys do you like? And I'm like, if you're here to like ask people what boys they like, maybe you're here for the wrong reasons. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Twitch is talking about something different. That's fine. Y'all don't have to have identical conversations in both chats. Yeah. Well, that's why I don't normally keep the followers only thing or turned off Short Zelda. Like, I want to be polite to people like you who raid, because I do appreciate it. But, like, yeah, it attracts a weird crowd. Hey, we got a tip via PayPal here from Sarah for 10, who says, smile. Also, sing if you want. Now, that is not a command to smile. It's like the smile emoji. If somebody's like, Joe, you need to smile more. Turn that frown upside down. I'd be kind of mad. But, like, the emoji, like, yay, smile. That's fine. So thank you, Sarah, for that (parentheses) smile. And that is going to put us $3 past our next face camera expansion target. So here we go. It's time to expand just. Lowering our opacity now to 80%. Also, we just had a tip roll in from from D-Trombone, who says 1 step closer to a giant semi-transparent eyeball. And tip 7. That's going to put us 10 away from the next face camera expansion. And there we go. But yeah, Young Me is in that video. That's why I'm in there. That's why I posted that link. But yeah. I kind of want to skim through it and see if I can find like the like where I'm most visible. I've got a lay on, and let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of like behind Woat in a lot of the shots is the problem. Oh yeah. If you look at like right at 30 seconds, you can see me singing. Yeah. I'm like really obvious at the 30-second mark. Okay. So let's go ahead and keep posting some blocks. Oh no, we can't keep posting blocks when we got the sun going on. Gloomy Scribble says, what is St. Joseph's Day? Well, that is a holiday remembering St. Joseph. I've decided to start putting weird... I had fun putting St. Patrick's Day in the title, and a bunch of people did weird stuff in the chat. So then yesterday we had the expropriation of foreign oil ownership day. And I was like, well, what's today? It's St. Joseph's Day. So I'm just gonna keep putting holidays in the title. Doc Devin says, is the face supposed to be that big? No, that's your reflection. We actually look a lot alike, you and I, Doc Devin 1. It's uncanny, really. That's just, yeah. If you turn off the lights, it might not reflect as much. Okay. But yeah, for Pi Day, we also sung, like, a bunch of songs about pies. So the face camera gets bigger every time we hit a $20 expansion milestone, which according to my abacus here, we are currently $10 away from. So if people tip, the camera will get bigger. Also slightly more transparent. So I will post the tip here. People can tip via paypal.me/Joe Hills or YouTube Super Chat. Baller Animation says, I missed Pi Day. Well, I sang Pi to the tune of the song that's like, I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 500 miles to be there at your door. It was like 3.14159727. I don't know anymore. And then I also sang We Didn't Start the Pyre, which is like 3.14 Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Joe DiMaggio. I know more words to the actual song We Didn't Start the Fire than I know digits of pi. Hold on. 3.14159265358979323846. I can't do it. I'm out. It's not the right day of the year. I'm out of the Pi Day spirit already. So that's fine. Okay. Little Rock, Pasternak, Mickey Mantle, Kerouac, Sputnik, Joe Ally, Bridge on the River Kwai, Lebanon, Charles de Gaulle, California, baseball, stock, weather, homicide, children of the little mind, Buddy Holly, Ben-Hur, Space Monkey, Mafia, Hula Hoops, Castro, Edsel is a no-go, U2, Sigmund Ring, Payola and Kennedy, Chubby Checker, Psycho, Belgians in the Congo. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Okay. Okay, so let's go back this way. Could I update Billy Joel's song for the 21st century? I really don't want to, because it's just like, do I really want to focus on the last few years? No. Last few years have been terrible for everyone involved. I don't want to do that. Okay. Without Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire, how would we know that the Ayatollah was in Iran or that the Russians were in Afghanistan? Good question. Yeah, if we want to figure out what we should call the stream tomorrow, we're gonna wiki March 20th. And we can scroll down here to holidays, and we'll see that it's Earth Equinox Day, so that's probably a good one. I don't think it's actually the equinox. Or is it? It is Sun Earth Day in Japan. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's also World Storytelling Day, which is way cooler. The Great American Meat Out. Is that when you eat meat? No, it's when you eat no meat. I don't want to do a vegan holiday. I just bought a ton of meat. International Day of Happiness tomorrow. And also World Sparrow Day. So, anyway. I should bust out a story tomorrow. I don't know if I can tell a story. Oh, no. Yeah, you see why writing a song like We're in a Dumpster Fire would not be great for everyone's, like, happiness. Like, I don't want to focus on how terrible everything has been, because it's already inescapably bad on so many levels. Like, I don't want to deal with thinking more about it. Don't want to think more on it. I'm already overextended, so I won't pretend it. Dun, 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 dun. World Sparrow Day does sound fun. It's a whole day for sparrows all over the whole earth. Dang it. Okay, you know what? Maybe jumping up there is the better... There's got to be a better way. So, like, to some degree, stuff like this, I'm kind of inclined to just fill in. Because this is going to look better filled in anyway. Wait, when's Ostara? That's the 21st. Is that a gift-giving holiday? I haven't bought any Ostara gifts, y'all. Am I gonna be in trouble? I should probably check. Let's check Wikipedia. This is a really long Wikipedia article, and I don't really know a lot about it. Was reconstructed by Jacob Grimm and Holtzman. Strong influence on European culture since the 19th century. Okay. I don't see anything that says that you're a bad person if you didn't buy Ostara gifts, so I think I'm just going to be okay. We didn't shop a star. No, we didn't purchase any gifts for it. We didn't shop a star. There was a celebration without presents. I don't know. Droll in the Suez. Okay, so the thing is that this pillar here is not going to be aligned if we have this one going across. I should present new growth. Oh man. Well, hopefully the face camera grows, because that's all we're getting. From sundown tomorrow until sundown on Tuesday at Ostara. That's a long time. Well, that's a long time. But in theory, that also means that if I was supposed to buy gifts, I'll have time to be like, well, I left it. It's in the back of the closet because I was moving stuff when I was cleaning. I'll get it later. Okay. So from up here, these additions and changes are unnoticeable. But from down here, this is actually potentially a whole thing. This is maybe good. So we're going to just kind of fill in some of this, I think, to make it look better from down here. Glad to help, Crazy Caravan. Hey, congrats on getting accepted into one of your dream colleges, Keitana. That's awesome. Good for you. Hey, you know what? Even if it's a hard school to get into, one thing you got to keep in mind is, you know, you don't try, you don't get in. So, good for you for applying, and I'm glad that it's paid off for you. I'm not good at favorites, but not really me. Don't ask me for favorites. I don't know. How are we on time? Oh, we are at 11:23. Okay. Time kind of got away from me there. That's fine. So we're gonna need pillars for yeah, we'll work this out exactly, but this is already better than it was by a lot. Okay. Hey, that's a zombie. I was trying to look at this. Don't stab me. Okay, so I think in order to make the garage door look good, we're going to need some quartz pillars. Did we leave any quartz pillars over here is the question. There's some quartz pillars. There's some quartz pillars. Okay, further. I saw one of these had clay in it. Which one had clay in it? Wait, hold on. There's a bunch of stuff in here. I need to go in the potions chests. That's like a whole separate thing that I don't have time to deal with right now. Okay, wait. Here are some bricks that we can turn into flower pots. Timid says, can you show the front of the base? Okay. It's a giant floppy disk. But also, like, there's this whole anti-gravity thing. And there's this whole post-apocalyptic city thing. There's a creeper farm up here. There's a neighborhood back this way. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a whole village out this way with pillagers in it that have been de-crossbowed. So they now no longer attack. We're mostly worried about getting this building sorted out right now. It's a slow process. Ow, my face. Ow. Okay, so we're gonna go up the ramp like a truck. Vroom, vroom. Wait, that was a creeper. So I'm guessing the creeper spawned on like one of these. Okay. How do you take away the crossbow? You just let them shoot you until it runs out. It eventually breaks. It doesn't have unlimited endurance. Okay, so I think what we're going to want to do here, and I'm going to have to figure this out properly. I'm going to have to cut into that with some andesite, with the basalt. So we'll set up a big bay door here for them to unload things directly into this area. feel like they should maybe be recessed. I also haven't worked out what the walls should be here. I've been assuming cyan terracotta since the other parts were cyan terracotta, but I'm not 100% convinced. Take a look at the garage at Scar's base. His school has a loading bay in his industrial build. Okay, well, let's go ahead and recess him real quick. Nope. Nah, you wouldn't deliver stuff with like a truck with a full dock this on the second floor. This would be like for getting a forklift in here with a pallet you'd already unloaded at the proper docks. Stuff that's like too heavy for the elevator though, you could bring up via a forklift through the garage. And the sun's getting real low. Okay. Oh no, Elytra. Okay. Okay. I mean, I do think having individual floors in place is gonna... Like, this already just adds more texture kind of to the whole build, having these cross beams in place here. This feels more like a real roof. I'm actually kind of thinking that right here we would have a similar pillar. And then that would come across. Well, maybe not. I fell in the water. I do need to put pillars underneath some of these though. Now that I'm looking at that. It's 3 apart. Okay, so I'd actually want to go. Whoops. No, I don't have enough blocks in my inventory. Blocks on the seafloor. Blocks at the Taco Bell. Glad to help, Turtleshins. I'm doing my best. Yeah, the building does look good. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, I know we came in here to try and get working on this part today. But we did get some work done on this, and figuring out how the floors are going to work. Like, honestly, just knowing, okay, don't make this cyan terracotta here might really do a lot for me. I'm expanding my mind about how I'm trying to imagine better, rather than just jumping in and being like, I'm going to put down all the blocks. It's like, I'm going to try putting down some blocks, and I'll see how I feel about it. And I'll see how I make other people feel about it. Okay. Okay. So then, yeah, we've got this here. I think then that means... Okay, so this would actually be another pillar. That would actually look really good there. We would get some andesite slabs along the sides for the sidewalks, maybe. Maybe these here would be something else. We'd have to figure it out. We are taking some inspiration from Corrales' base. We are stealing some ideas from Corrales, I'm not going to lie. That is a priority. Yeah, we still got this back wall here that still needs a lot of work done. Still got the first floor here that needs work done too. The underground parts are the parts I'm kind of doing, like, because I want it to look good when hermits fly past it. And so the stuff that you can only see when you actually go underground is the lowest priority at the moment. But... So, like right now, making sure that this looks good in the interior here. That's something we gotta do. Somebody's just looking at it from here. It's gonna need some color on this back wall to break it up some, and I haven't figured out exactly how I want to do that. Yeah, there's a CTM with Asuma and Cub tomorrow. There's also going to be a UHC on my Patreon that I'm going to be streaming on the snapshot. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't stay up too late because I got to wake up early for that. What time is that? Check in, things on this thing. Okay, so starting this at 1 p.m. So at 1 p.m. Central, we're going to do the snapshot thing, and then we're going to do the assume and come fan thing after that. Okay. So I think we're good. Okay. Alrighty, have a good night, Maha Zero. Okay. I think I need to go to bed so I can prep everything for that UHC in the morning. But thanks, y'all, to everybody who came out and joined us tonight. It was really fun. Let's go ahead and figure out who we should raid. Wow, a lot of people we know are streaming tonight. But it looks like there's a birthday or birth week over at Colorado Pinballs, so that might be nice if we say happy birthday to Snow over there. So y'all can say, howdy y'all, Joe Hills Raid here, happy birthday Snow. And I will post that link for twitch.tv/Colorado Pinball over here in the YouTube as well. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Oh, wait, there's an 11-second video about Winter Soldier before I can click raid. Dang it. Stop showing me videos, Twitch. I just want to raid Colorado Pinball and say happy birthday to Snow. There